for July favorites, and I really struggled with this. I'm trying to decide what was my favorite this month, because I did try a lot of new things that I liked, but it was quite difficult to narrow things down this month for some reason. So to get right into it, the first thing that I definitely wanted to mention is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. And I've heard someone say on YouTube that they think it's the only real comparable dupe for the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender is pretty expensive in South Africa. I think it's about 300 Rand or 200 and something. So I decided if this was a dupe, I wanted to give it a try, because it cost $6 I think on the Real Techniques website, and shipping was about $1. So in total I paid $7.50 I think, which is maybe 80 Rand for this, and I really enjoy it. I haven't actually used a beauty blender before, so this is my first sponge applicator for makeup. I didn't pay customs on it, so it's really worth ordering from Real Techniques if you think a beauty blender is a little bit pricey. And then I wanted to mention a favorite foundation for July, just for the reason it's not a new foundation, but I have put it aside and ignored it for quite a while because it's a shade too dark for me. So I haven't used it for quite a long time, and I thought I was just going to bring it out again when it gets to summer. But I discovered that if I mix my Chanel Perfection Lumiere Velvet, I mentioned this in a haul video about 2 months ago I think, because it's a shade too dark, I have to mix it with something to make it lighter. So I mix it with the Leblanc de Chanel Sheer Illuminating Base, which basically like a primer and illuminator. It has quite a few functions. I did write a blog post on this. If I mix the two together, I get the perfect shade for my skin now in the sort of towards the end of winter when I'm like really pasty pale, as you can see. And also the sort of illuminating qualities of this primer and the matte qualities of the foundation just when mixed together produces a really nice effect. I have a favorite lip balm this month. I have been using the Dior Cream de Rose, and now it's on its last legs, and I'm a bit scared to use it up because it's been discontinued, so I'm leaving a little bit in there for, I don't know, special occasions or something. And recently at True Words I managed to get the second last pot of the Rev de Mille lip balm. This is basically a bit of a cult product, so you'll hear a lot of overseas YouTubers talking about this and how wonderful it is and recommending it. So I thought there's a big hype around it, so I have to give it a try. It's got a very thick, strange texture, quite unlike any other lip balm that I've tried before. That's why I thought I have to mention it. It's more like a lip wax than a lip balm. It doesn't have any of that slippery, slick texture that say Vaseline or most lip balms have. So normally when you rub your lips together, they will slide over each other, whereas with this your lips will sort of stick together. So it is really a lot like a wax as opposed to a balm, and I find that pretty interesting. It has a very nice smell, which I can't quite describe. It's not exactly honey, it's not exactly floral. I can't quite describe it, but it's pleasant. And I find that this is amazingly moisturizing. I apply it at night and I wake up in the morning and my lips still feel really like plump and hydrated. They haven't dried out at all, so this is really worth the hype. It is actually pretty amazing stuff and pretty unique. It takes a bit of getting used to, but once you've got used to it, it's really, for the price, I think it was about 159 Rand roughly. So yeah, this is really great. And while I'm talking about balm type things, another favorite of mine actually has to be the Rain Bee Essential Remedies Sleep Balm. I received this to review quite a while ago, And of all the three Be Essentials things that I tried, this has actually been my absolute favorite. I love the smell of it. It smells like valerian and skullcap, I'm assuming, because it's a scent that I've never smelled before. It's a balm, and you just apply it to your pulse points before you go to sleep, and it's got such an amazing soothing scent, and then the essential oils in here actually do help you sleep. So I found this works really, really amazingly. Sometimes I get into bed and I just can't fall asleep, and then I put some of this on and the scent is just soothing, and I fall asleep probably within a couple of minutes. So there's something in here that really, really works like a balm. I mean, it's not just like, oh, this is lavender, it's going to calm you down, whatever. It actually really works. There's something serious in here. I do have a couple of favorite lip products this month, but I didn't want to run through all of them. The one I did want to mention was that I decided to get another shade of the Dior Fluid Stick, because the one that I had that I've mentioned in a previous video, I think it was called Mona Lisette, and it is very, very bright, so like super in your face bright. And although I love the actual product, I just couldn't deal with the color more than maybe once a week. So I thought, let me go out and get another shade that's more wearable, and like I can literally wear it every day and really get my money's worth, because these are really, really expensive. So I decided to get the shade 373, which is called Reuse, not sure how to pronounce that. It's got like a staining effect, so it will last for hours. It leaves a really pretty stain behind. It's not sort of too sticky. It's not in any way drying. It is hydrating, and yeah, I really love these. Because they're so pricey, I'm not going to run out and go and buy like a whole bunch of shades, but I thought I definitely need one that is more wearable. And Reuse is more of a, it looks quite bright, but when it's on your lips it really is quite wearable. So it will stain to sort of that color. It's just a wearable warm tone, mid-tone pink, and I can really, really recommend this color. It's really pretty, and I think much more everyday than like a really bold bright lip, unless that's what you love, in which case you go for it. And then lastly, I have really been enjoying cream blush this month. I have a lot of blushes. It's my favorite thing to collect, but I'd say that of all my blushes this month, there are two cream blushes that I've really gravitated towards a lot, and those are the Clarins Multi Blush cream blush, which is new, and I mentioned in my new in July video. So anyway, really pretty pink, beautiful texture, like applies beautifully, and that's all I'm going to say about it. That has definitely been a favorite. And then the other favorite cream blush that I've also really enjoyed this month, which I've also mentioned before, but I just thought I'd mention, is the Chanel cream blush in Cheeky, which is this brownish shade that was part of their summer collection. I really, really love this. It's so natural. It's sort of like halfway between a blush and a bronzer, but very sheer and very natural looking, and someone even as pale and pasty as me can pull this off. So between these two cream blushes, these have probably been my favorite and most used this month. Probably because it is spring in exactly 1 month today, and I am really looking forward to that. So I'm preparing by getting into like pink and glowy and radiant kind of dewiness. So that is the direction I'm heading, and the next time I speak to you I'll be doing August favorites, and it will probably already be spring, and that is very exciting. So that is absolutely everything that I wanted to talk about, and thank you for watching, and please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I will see you next time. Bye.